His commitments to his family and to the team, elected to undergo a bladder removal. We performed a full robot-assisted laparoscopic bladder removal and creation of a new bladder, and I am pleased to report that the results from the surgery are that he is cured from the cancer.
You can clap, it's okay.
Well, first of all, just thank God. Thank God for just not only medical submissions, medical, advances and resources. So much appreciation to the man up high. Coach Prime did a live press conference where he let people know about what was going on. Essentially, he, through an annual physical, found out that he had a bladder tumor. That tumor was very aggressive, and it essentially resulted in him having to replace his entire bladder and build a new bladder from medical advances. So that's what's been going on. Since you enter into different seasons, and some seasons are tougher than others. You enter into a season where you had the best college football season that you've had at Colorado at a big P4, and your sons are going to the draft, and then all of a sudden this happens, and your sons, one goes undrafted, and one goes to the 5th round when he's supposed to go in the earlier rounds, 1st round specifically. But you got to keep fighting. I mean, that it is what it is. And you go through seasons like this in life, but you got to come out on the other side, and he has, Coach Prime has, this is fantastic news that he's completely free of what has been ailing him, that's been having him lose weight. And now we're into the new season of college football of 2025. But again, it's bigger than football a lot. It's bigger than football so many times. There are thousands of kids that play. There are thousands of coaches that coach, and things happen and things come up, and you have to adjust and move forward. It's unfortunate. He had that compounded during that time of the NFL draft. He lost, a lot of weight, which people saw, but he's gotten through the surgeries. He mentioned that he had 14 surgeries since starting to coach college football. So we really hope that's the last one. Everybody knows about his his issues with his feet and his clots. So hopefully it's just up from here, because he naturally has done so much for college football and naturally done so much for kids. He's such a great servant to the areas and to the kids. So that's what happened. That was what happened with the Coach Prime press conference. I do want to say shame on the people that kept trying to be first and kept trying to say he was stepping down or medically retiring, which is absolute false stuff, false narratives. People kept putting that out just for clicks, just for impressions, because they felt, well, this is what happened. I really hope they come for you in some kind of litigation suit, because that's ridiculous. Reporting that this man is stepping down, and it was the furthest thing from the truth. You saw him the other day before the press conference where he was with his team and talked them through, and everybody's happy, everybody's elated that he's back to start the season, and yet you still put out just crap. That's not true. So shame on you all. And that was before the press conference. You saw people going live saying, is he retiring? They wanted to question it. And some people just flat out said he is medical retiring, which is not true. So you'll see him on the sidelines coaching other people besides his son in just a little bit. Now they got a heck of a season coming up. I think that they may have some growing pains this season, but that is not important. What's important is he's gotten to the other side of that tough battle, and going into it fresh, and he's looks more revived. He looks more of himself. So that's a blessing. Heritage Sports.